She felt a mix of emotions. Her son? An abuser?
Where did I go wrong? This is all my fault. No, mother. It is not. It was Jerry's choice to be what he is. It pains me to hear that Jerry is a woman beater. It really does. But not to worry, I'll talk to him. I'm certain he will change. There is no need for that, Mom. I am no longer interested in the marriage. I'm filing for a divorce. It hasn't gotten to that yet. We can still fix this. I'm sorry, Mom, but my patience has worn out. I can't bear to stay one more day with him. I just came to drop my boys with you. I will come back for them when I'm stable. Please don't let him have them. If you love your grandchildren, keep them away from Jerry.
Mrs. Victoria tried her very best to convince Hannah to stay, but her mind was already made up and there was no changing it.
Listen up, boys. You'll have to stay with your grandma for the time being. But I promise to come get you. Okay.
Okay, Mom.
Yes, Mommy.
Please, Mom, help me take care of them. You've been a really loving mother to me. I'm sorry it didn't work out between your son and I.
Mrs. Victoria was restless. She couldn't just let this slide. Maybe, just maybe, if she had told Jerry the truth, things would have been different. But she had to fix this. She must fix this. She immediately called Jerry, asking him to come over right that moment.
As he drove, Jerry raked his head. He didn't remember offending his mother, but she had called him by his full name, something she only does when she was extremely mad at him. Upon his arrival, he saw his mother crying. He rushed to her asking what was wrong, but the response he got was a slap.
I see she came to you.
What is wrong with you?
Mother. You did not even ask what had happened. What she had done.
Does it matter? You should never hit a woman.
My father didn't think so. He said if you want to put a woman under control, you have to show her you're in charge. However means necessary.
No. 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 Your father was wrong. Do you know what your mother had to suffer?
I don't know, and I don't care either. All I know is that I suffered a lot because of her. Each time my dad hits me, he always said he was doing it because my mom messed up and I'm suffering the punishment for her mess. He hits me a lot of times and for no reason.
My God. Do you even know how your parents died?
My mom killed my dad and herself too. She was a wicked woman.
Was that what you were told? Why did I wait this long to tell you? You were just a child. They hid the truth from you.
What truth?
Looking at him, she saw a lost soul. Was it too late to tell him the truth?
Jerry. Your father. He was a useless man. He was a drunk, a womanizer. He smoked and did unspeakable things. He even raped your mother, which resulted in her becoming pregnant. Her parents, not wanting the shame, insisted that your father marry her. That turned out to be a huge mistake. Sometimes, he would come home drunk and your mother would confront him, but she would end up getting the beating of her life. It didn't stop, even when she was pregnant with you. It was a nightmare. Thankfully, I stepped in just in time and took her in, hoping your father would change. But he didn't. He became even worse. He would bring women to the house, having sex with them right in front of your mother. He hardly provided for both of you. Both families held countless meetings, trying to make him stop, but it was all in vain. Tragically, your mother got pregnant again, but she lost the baby in her womb due to the beatings.
Then why did she stay?
Because of you. She didn't want you growing up without a father. She didn't want to lose you either. Your father kept threatening to take you far away if she dares leave. Oh God. How did she die? One of the days, after a severe beating from your father, she collapsed. We rushed her to the hospital thinking it was just from the beating until it got to the third day. When she didn't wake up, we called the doctor to ask what was wrong. He told us that she had internal bleeding and a tumor in her brain. He told us the treatment had to start immediately, else we might lose her. We rushed to your father for support. You can guess what he did.
He refused?
Yes. He said she was just pretending, that we should bring her home. I desperately sought help, but no one came forward. Realizing that support wasn't coming, your mother accepted her fate and told me to take her home. I watched her slowly wither away, day after day. Even in her weakened state, your father showed no mercy. It was then that she asked me to take you away from him once she was gone. One day, your father returned home drunk. Your mother, unable to cook due to her extreme weakness, faced his anger. He started his usual beating. She managed to dodge one punch, causing him to lose his balance and accidentally break a flower vase. Unfortunately, a shard pierced his head, causing him to bleed excessively. Your mother tried to call for help, but no one came, mistaking it for their regular fights. A week later, your mother succumbed to her illness, calling out for assistance that never arrived.
Oh, Mom. I'm sorry, Mother. I've hated you for so long. I'm so sorry. Oh, Hannah. How I've wronged you.
Hannah is a good woman, Jerry. She did not deserve the treatment you gave her. Do you know she could have fought back, get you arrested, sued you, run away, but she didn't.
I know. I was scared, Ma. I met her at a club. She was drunk and dressed somehow. When I discovered I was falling for her, I became scared and insecure. I feared she might return to that life anytime, and I did not want that. I was expecting her to file for a divorce earlier, but she didn't. Then I thought maybe she had a lover outside. Seeing that I have feelings for her, I became jealous. I wanted her for myself. I felt if I could control her, then I would keep her. But it turns out I was only making it worse. What have I done, Mom? I'm really sorry. I will go back. I will change.
Ever heard of the saying, it's too late to cry when a head is already cut off?
What do you mean by that?
She wants a divorce, Jerry. She came here to drop the boys. I don't know if she went back to the house or not. But she no longer wants to continue with the marriage.
No, 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 no. This cannot be. It cannot happen now. I have to go.
Jerry drove recklessly, his mind a spiral of emotions. He recalled how Hannah had taken care of him when he'd been in an accident. How she had quit her job when he'd asked her to. How was he so blind? Hannah was everything he wanted in a woman, and now he was going to lose her. Reaching home,
Hannah.
he called out to her severally, but got no response.
Hannah.
She was gone.